Hello and welcome. My name is Samantha Leach and I'm the Debt Advice Development Lead here at the Money and Pension Service. I would like to thank you for taking the time to watch this session. This video will provide an overview of the Community-Based Debt Advice Programme with a focus on Round 2 Regional Market Engagement from June 2026. This is a pre-recorded background session. It's designed to give you a shared understanding ahead of the regional webinars taking place in July. In this session, I will cover a high-level overview of the CBDA programme, the key principles and decisions shaping the programme, and where we are currently in Round 2. It's important to note that the live July sessions will be different. They will focus on discussion, insight, and your specific region, whereas this session is about context and preparation. The value of community-based debt advice underpins our CBDA programme. This is about having an accessible physical presence within communities. It's about being a trusted local intermediary with strong knowledge of the local environment and needs. These services use local networks to reach people who may otherwise struggle to access support. They provide high quality, flexible advice tailored to individual circumstances with the aim of achieving the best possible outcomes. And importantly, these services help connect people to wider local support, improving outcomes beyond debt advice alone. We've also developed a set of ambitions and definitions for the CBDA programme. These set out who community-based debt advice is designed to support, the impact we want to achieve, how services will operate, and how commissioning and grant management will work. These statements are intended to create a clear and consistent foundation across all regions. There are several key principles shaping the CBDA grant scheme. We want to provide long-term funding to support stability across the sector. We're also taking the time needed to get this right, ensuring meaningful engagement and input. We are committed to a process that is transparent, fair, and focused on value beyond volume. We also want to invest in trusted long-term relationships, strengthen the wider debt advice ecosystem through partnership, and maximise diversity and flexibility in delivery. Importantly, we are aiming for incremental improvement. We want to meet the sector where it is now and build on existing strengths. A number of key commissioning decisions have already been made. Firstly, we will be using grant funding rather than contracts. Secondly, funding will be structured on a geographical basis with a lead organisation in each area. This could be a single organisation, or a partnership, or a consortium. We will run a competitive grant application process following government best practice. We will focus on how services maximise access to high quality advice, rather than simply identifying the lowest cost. And importantly, we will include opportunities for dialogue, allowing proposals to be refined before final submission. I'll now move on to focus specifically on Round 2 regions. At the moment, Round 1 is live and the competition has already launched for those regions. For Round 2, we are currently in a phase of regional market engagement and development. Expressions of interest are now open and we encourage organisations to submit one. This helps us share updates, invitations, and further engagement opportunities. In July, we will be holding regional online webinars, which will provide early discussion and context for each area. This slide outlines the lot-in structure. Round 2 includes the following regions: London, North East, East of England, South West, South East. The South East is split into 2 lots, reflecting scale and geography. This structure is designed to ensure coherent local delivery, financial viability, and effective coordination within each area. This is the high-level commissioning timeline for round 2. We are currently in the market engagement phase, which runs through summer and autumn 2026. This will include regional online webinars, in-person events, and topic-based deep dive sessions. The draft application pack will be published in January 2027. The competition itself will run from February to October 2027. Following that, we will move into approvals and governance, grant award, and mobilisation, with services expected to go live in April 2029. We are taking a phased approach to this programme. This reflects the fact that different regions are at different stages of readiness. Time is needed for building partnerships and developing delivery approaches. This approach ensures stronger, more robust applications and more inclusive participation across the sector. I'll now move into the market engagement section. The purpose of market engagement is fourfold. Firstly, to build understanding of the CBDA opportunity. Secondly, to support partnership formation and early conversations. Thirdly, to understand regional readiness. And finally, to gather insight that helps us shape the competition and map support offer. This is a two-way process. We are not only sharing information, we are actively seeking your input. For you, this means that your regional online workshop in July will focus on your specific region or lot and discussing readiness, partnerships, and your support needs. During the session, we ask you to share your perspective, contribute to discussion, and respond to polling questions. The sessions will include anonymous polling using Slido, open discussion, and a focus on shared themes. Here are the dates and times for each of the regional workshops taking place in July. To take part, you'll need to register in advance for the session that relates to your region or lot. All registration links will be available on the CBDA page on the Money and Pension Service website. The link is contained within the email that you've already received. Once you've registered, you'll receive a calendar invite with joining details for your session. We do ask that you only attend the session that corresponds to your region so we can make sure discussions are relevant and tailored. These workshops will be an important opportunity to engage directly with the process, enable you to share your insights and experience, and help shape the design and delivery of round 2. Thank you for watching this video. We really appreciate your time and engagement. We look forward to working with you through the market engagement process and to seeing you at the July webinars. Thank you.